Good morning, students. Today again we are going to start with the chapter Why Do We Fall Ill? Now, today's topic is Principle of Treatment of Communicable or Infectious Diseases. Now, Principle of Prevention of Diseases. Prevention method of some common diseases that we will discuss here in this chapter. So, first of all, like disease typhoid. Now, I told you earlier also, typhoid is caused by the bacteria, by the fecal matter which reside in our bacteria, and it enters through the water. The water is not proper, and through water it is dissolved in water and then it enters our body. So, proper sanitation and disposal of fecal matter prevents this infection of typhoid, and typhoid oral vaccine also prevent typhoid. TAB vaccination provides immunity for 3 years. Okay. So while treating an infectious disease, the three limitations are normally uh, confronted. Once a person suffers from a disease, his body functions are impaired and may never recover completely. As treatment takes time, the patient is confined to bed for some time, and the infected person serves as a potential source of spread of this infectious disease to other person in the community. So, keeping in view these limitations, prevention of disease is considered far better than cure. So, prevention measures are precautionary steps taken to check the transmission of infectious diseases. As in these days, you are at your home to prevent the coronavirus infection to get spread. So, uh, the precautions are better than to getting cured from a particular disease. Now, journal ways of prevention of infectious disease. Number one, for airborne microbes, we can prevent exposure by providing living conditions that are not overcrowded, right? So, we should prevent ourselves from going to overcrowded places because the infection can spread more fastly in these type of areas. Okay. Next, for waterborne microbes, we can prevent exposure by providing safe drinking water. As much as possible, we should take care that we take the water bottle with us and to prevent the infection to be caused further in us. Okay. Next is for vector-borne infections. We can provide clean environment such as clean environment, for example, would not allow mosquito breeding. So you must have seen that water get collected on the roadside areas, and now in these area the mosquitoes they lay their eggs. Okay, so water should not be deposited surrounding in your surroundings, and it should be removed. And the clean surroundings will not allow the mosquitoes to get breed. Next, he's saying another way of prevention is through vaccination. Now, vaccination is one of the important terms. So, what is a vaccine? Vaccine is an antibody provoking agent, and the term vaccine is used for a preparation of antigenic proteins of pathogens or weakened or dead pathogens which on inoculation into healthy person provide temporary or permanent immunity against the diseases by including antibodies formation. Now, vaccines are available for preventing whole range of infectious diseases like tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles, polio, hepatitis B, cholera, tuberculosis, measles, plague, mumps, etc. These form of public health program of childhood immunization for preventing infectious disease. Okay. So, a vaccine, if we talk about that, a vaccine is a biological preparation used as a preventive inoculation to confirm immunity against a disease. So, it develops a immunity against a particular disease, the vaccination. The preparation usually employs an innocuous form of disease curing causing agent which is in the form of killed or weakened bacteria, as I told you now, or the viruses. A vaccine may also be composed of toxins or surface proteins of the infecting organisms. Now, the examples of vaccine are BCG vaccine, which is used against tuberculosis, and it is given to the age or group of all children between 10 and 14 years, and safety level is near 70%. Now, similarly, Sabine vaccine is used against poliomyelitis. Now, it is the full form of polio. Again, it is given to age group of all infants up to 5 years of age, minimum of 3 doses at 1 month interval, and it is nearly 100% safe. Okay. One more vaccine is there, that is DTP-HIB. DTP full form is diphtheria, tetanus and pertussis. Pertussis is whooping cough and Haemophilus influenza type B, and it is given to the all in age group of all the infants of 1.5 year, 2.5 year and 3.5 not year sorry month age, 1.5 month age, 2.5 month age and 3.5 month age, and safety level is near 90 to 99%. One more vaccine is there, hepatitis B, which is against the disease hepatitis, and it is given to the age group of all infants, children and even adults, and the safety level is not yet confirmed. So such a program can be useful only if such immunization measures are made available to all the children. Okay, and it may prevent the further transfer of the communicable diseases.